The NBA's free agency landscape is shifting fast. Some say it's the death of free agency as we know it. Long-term deals are becoming rarer, and teams seem more interested in short-term flexibility than locking players into lengthy contracts. But among all this uncertainty, there's one player who might just buck the trend. His name? Josh Giddey. Giddey stands out as a rare exception in an era where multi-year deals are few and far between. While most teams hesitate to commit long-term, executives around the league are surprisingly willing to bet on Giddey for 4 or 5 years. Why? Because the young point guard has shown flashes of brilliance, especially in the closing stretch of last season. Asking what they think would be a fair contract for the 4 biggest restricted free agents still unsigned: Giddey, Jonathan Kuminga, Quentin Grimes, and Cam Thomas. When it came to Giddey, the answers were the most consistent and optimistic. 14 out of 16 said Giddey deserves an average annual salary between $20 and $25 million, with the average settling around $22.3 million. One exec pegged him at $18 million, while another, who admitted not being a fan of Giddey's style, proposed a much lower average of just $12.5 million per year. But that's the outlier. What really caught attention? The contract length, 4 years. That's rare in today's NBA market. Out of 78 free agents signed so far this offseason, only 4 players got deals guaranteed for 4 or more years. And many teams are scared to surpass certain salary cap thresholds, especially with the league's salary cap growth slowing down, which has made them extra cautious. One front office executive told The Athletic, "If you're offering a 4-year contract, you have to be correct. But Giddey? You could offer a 4-year deal." In fact, 4 of those surveyed believed a $100 million deal over 4 years would be fair. Why? Because Giddey might just be good enough to warrant it. Unlike many others, he's a genuine floor general with size, standing 6'8", and an impressive ability to pass and rebound. Though his defense isn't elite, and his three-point shooting hovered around 33.7% last season, his all-around game keeps him valuable. Giddey's story is interesting. Drafted 6th overall in 2021 by the Oklahoma City Thunder, he was once a cornerstone for their rebuilding plan. He showed promise as a creative playmaker and starter, despite some early off-court distractions during the 2023-24 season. But when the Thunder got closer to a championship, Giddey's role shrunk, and he was eventually pulled from the starting lineup in the playoffs. The Thunder's GM, Sam Presti, still saw his potential, but Giddey wanted a fresh start, a place where he could start and lead. So, the Bulls made a move. They traded for Giddey, sending all-defensive guard Alex Caruso to Oklahoma City, giving Giddey a chance to be the primary ball handler on a contender. And Giddey didn't disappoint, particularly after the Bulls traded away Zach LaVine mid-season. Giddey's usage and responsibility skyrocketed. In the final 19 games of the season, he nearly averaged a 20-point triple-double, shooting a scorching 45.7% from three-point range, a huge jump from earlier in the season. Despite this, Giddey remains unsigned. Why? 2 reasons. Cap space is tight across the league, making it tough for rival teams to offer him leverage. And as a restricted free agent, the Bulls can match any offer to keep him. This limits his bargaining power because other teams hesitate to waste cap space on a player they might lose immediately. Some executives suggest shorter contracts for Giddey to maintain flexibility. One recommended a 3-year deal with a team option to protect the Bulls, while others suggested 3-year guaranteed deals ranging from $54 million up to $75 million. But Giddey might have more bargaining power than it seems. The Bulls recently gave Patrick Williams, a former number 4 overall pick with less production, a 5-year, $90 million deal with a player option. Meanwhile, Jalen Suggs, picked just before Giddey in the same draft, signed a 5-year, $150 million extension last summer. Chicago has shown it's willing to bet big on young talent with potential, and with Giddey's explosive finish to the season, the Bulls have good reason to do the same. As of now, Chicago is roughly $40 million below the luxury tax, meaning they have room to offer a sizable contract. Ultimately, the question remains, can Josh Giddey land a fair, long-term contract that reflects his value and potential? The league's cautious climate makes it tricky, but Giddey is an anomaly, a player whose talent and upside might just persuade the Bulls to commit for the long haul. For the Bulls and for Giddey, the stakes are high. This deal won't just shape his future, it could also define the team's direction for years to come. If you're a Bulls fan or just a fan of young NBA talent, this is one contract negotiation you want to keep an eye on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more NBA updates and inside scoops. Drop a comment below. What do you think is a fair deal for Josh Giddey? Could he be the Bulls' franchise cornerstone, or is the risk too high? Let us know.